everybody. Andrea Donsky here from naturallysavvy.com, and I am back for another interview. So be sure to follow us on Instagram as well at Andrea Donsky, at Naturally Savvy, and as well on Facebook at Naturally Savvy. And we are at EXPO East at the Baltimore Convention Center, and I'm continuing my soapbox series. And now we have another interview for you with Terry Naturally, and I'm here with Terry himself, as well as Paul, who's here all the way from Belgium. He is the supplier of something we're going to be speaking about today, something that I don't know that much about, so I'm excited to learn more about it. So Terry, welcome to the Soapbox Series. Paul, welcome to the Soapbox Series.
Yeah.
And Terry, why don't you introduce yourself for everybody who may not be familiar with Terry Naturally?
Well, I am Terry. Most people call me Terry Naturally.
Yeah.
As part of the brand of our company. I've been in the health food industry for about 50 years. Been in retail, I've been in manufacturing.
50 years.
50 years.
50 years.
Yeah. I started when I was 4.
Exactly.
So actually, I've been in manufacturing, I've been in distribution, I've been in retail. We still have retail stores. We have the manufacturing facility now that we still have.
Amazing.
Been in several companies, enzymatic therapy, and sold enzymatic therapy.
Yep.
Rebuilt the new company, Terry Naturally. We're growing busting at the seams and growing fantastically, and we've got great products. We've just been awarded the award today from Whole Foods Magazine that we are
Congrats.
the retailer of the year. The manufacturer of the year. We're the #1 brand voted by retailers around the country. We are the #1 brand also by spin data.
Really?
We're the
Nice.
#1 brand
Wow.
in the industry.
You know, one thing I like about Terry Naturally, and I've had the chance to speak with Cheryl, who's their educator, and I've interviewed Jacob Teitelbaum, who has worked with you guys for a very long time. And one thing that always stood out for me about your company, Terry, is how you have cutting edge products. So you know what's out there, you know what's coming, you know, you're always on trend, but your products are, you know, you always hit a specific need. So today we're going to be talking about ginseng.
Yes.
The only thing I know about ginseng is that it gives you energy, but I don't know much more than that. So maybe, you know, one of you can kind of tell me why do we want to be taking ginseng as an actual supplement every single day?
Well, you're right on when you say energy,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
but also relieves stress.
Oh, okay.
And it clears the mind. It gives mental focus,
Okay.
mental clarity.
Is it an adaptogenic herb?
It's the oldest adaptogenic
Oh,
herb.
it's an adaptogenic
Yeah, you
herb,
know,
okay.
you know more than you thought.
There you go. I didn't even know that.
It is the oldest adaptogen in the world,
Yeah.
and that's why I like it. But it's really fallen out of favor. In 2000,
Because
it was
the ashwagandhas of the world and like all the other like adaptogenic herbs.
other reasons too, and
Okay.
I'll allude to that in
Yeah,
fact.
please.
But in 2000, it was #2 herb in America. Right now,
#2 herb in
it's not
America.
even the top 50.
Oh, you're kidding?
No, and I'll tell you why. Because it's been so adulterated.
Okay.
They have done extraction processes and then sold the extracts that were actually extracted already. So the root that has nothing left in it was still sold as ginseng.
Oh wow.
Still
So it got
6-year-old
some
ginseng.
like bad rap because
And
of
also
certain
because
bad
of a
practices.
huge amount of pesticides that are required to grow it. To get rid of the
Okay.
mold and the fungus
Wow.
and all the insects. So they spray
And it's
it.
grown in China?
Actually, it's grown all over the world.
All over the world. Okay.
But in fact, in Wisconsin, where I'm from, American ginseng is the #1 ginseng in America.
Okay.
And it's all 95%.
Because there's different kinds of ginseng. There's American
ginseng, there's the Asian, Korean ginseng.
Oh, so
yes.
there's all different kinds. Okay.
So
and that
this-
just alludes to where it's grown, right?
Primarily, yes, but it's
Primarily,
also the species. There's
Okay.
different species too where it's grown.
Okay.
This is Panax ginseng.
Panax ginseng. What is
Panax
that?
myra ginseng. So this is the original Korean or Asian ginseng.
Okay.
This one is the oldest one in the world.
Okay.
You know, as before they could wildcraft it, it's almost extinct being wildcrafted.
Okay.
So now I met Paul because they have developed a very, very unique process,
Okay.
which I think he should talk to you about the process.
Yeah. So Paul, welcome from Belgium.
Thank
It's
you.
Very cool. So you are the supplier of Terry Naturally's ginseng. So yeah, talk about why, you know, first of all, why I guess your ginseng is the best quality, I'm assuming, or the really good quality, and why we should be buying Terry Naturally's red ginseng.
So, thank you. So, we're an agricultural kind of company, and we developed for the past 5 years a vertical farming concept.
Vertical farming. Okay,
Yes.
so what does that mean?
It's indoor farming with hydroponics.
Hydroponic. Okay, so like
Yeah.
a vertical garden kind of thing. So like with
Yeah.
the water. Okay, interesting.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we focused on growing medicinal plants to give them back the quality that we think they deserve.
So it's not grown in soil, so you don't have to deal with pesticides and all the
Exactly.
herbicides. So you're able to grow it
Exactly.
in a different fashion.
So it's ultra clean because of that.
Interesting. Okay.
And we did 5 years of R&D to develop that, and last year Terry spotted us, and we're very happy because we have a lot of shared values with Terry in terms of quality and doing the right product.
Quality is a very important thing, and I love, you're both talking about that. Terry, you talked about the fact that, which I didn't know, that, ginseng takes a lot of pesticides to grow. So just as a kind of to summarize up what was just said, is that Paul has now figured out a vertical growing system that uses water only, I'm guessing, like hydroponic.
And nutrients, yes.
And nutrients, that have developed a product that is clean and effective.
Correct. And they've also learned how to stress it, because that's how it becomes stronger.
So what does that mean, stress it?
Well, I'm going to let Paul say it, because it's very unique how they stress it.
Okay, so what is that? Why do we want to stress an herb? Is that, I guess, to release all the nutrients or the nutrition?
If a plant is growing and if it's never stressed, it will never need to develop any defenses.
Interesting. Okay, right. That makes
and
sense.
And all the interesting actives, the secondary metabolites, are grown because of a stress. And a stress can be a change in temperature.
Okay.
Or it can be even the sound of an insect that would be chewing the leaf will trigger a defense in the plant.
Are you serious? Even a sound? That is so cool.
Yeah, and so in our vertical farms, we're very cautious about the music that we put inside, because it has an influence on the quality of the plant.
I did not know that. Nature's incredible.
Yeah.
So you stress it. So you stress it by sound. You stress it by temperature. What are some other ways that you stress it?
By pH.
pH, okay.
We tested more than 80 different stressors.
80.
Yeah, to find the right combination to have the right quality at the end.
So when you
it took us many years.
So take me through the growing cycle for a second. So when it's grown, so you have the hydroponic. Obviously, it's a little seed, and then, or how does it? I guess it's a seed, or that's where you start from. That's okay.
Starts from a seed.
Okay. And where are you doing it the entire? How long does it take? What's the growing cycle length of time from the fact when it's a seed to the point of process?
Now this is interesting. Normally it takes 6 years for good ginseng.
Okay.
And Paul has been able to accomplish that in 6 months.
6 months?
Because of the process and not being pesticide. Because when you spray the pesticides, you're getting rid of the things that make it stress.
Wow.
And they're preserving that stressing factor, because it makes your xenosides, which are the key compounds that are created by the stress, that also serves us in order to help our immune system, our energy levels, the clarity of mind, all the things that ginseng are known for.
So let's talk a little bit about the health benefits of ginseng. So obviously we talked about energy. What are some stress, dealing with stress? Are there any other health benefits that somebody would want to be taking ginseng? Because there are so many other adaptogenic herbs on the market, right? So, sell me on the ginseng part of it, as opposed to, or maybe it's in combination with like ashwagandha and some other ones as well.
Now,
like Tulsi.
ginseng is white ginseng. And when the white ginseng is grown after 6 years, they wash it, they clean it, they sometimes may even peel it, and then it's dried and then put into a powder or pulverized. This is red ginseng. So red ginseng has one additional factor to it. It's cooked. It's steamed. And that's what turns it to red. But by that cooking process, it's like cooking vegetables. You release more of the compounds by heating it or by steaming it or by cooking it, because if you eat raw vegetables, you don't get as many nutrients out of the raw vegetables as you do out of the steamed vegetables, because the steaming opens up the starch and opens up the fibers, so you can absorb that. So this is red ginseng versus white ginseng. It's the same species, but it's been treated differently. Now, this one is for energy, stress relief, clarity of mind, focus. It could even help in clarity of mind.
How many do you take a day?
That's up to the individual, but basically this one would be anywhere from 1 to 2 a day.
1 to 2 a day. With food?
With or without food.
With or without food, okay.
When ginseng is utilized in either way, so it doesn't make any difference.
Okay.
And this one has a higher concentration because of the way it's grown hydroponically. Yep. So there are compounds in it that are called rare noble ginsenosides.
Okay.
If you take regular ginseng, they're not very high in white ginseng. So when they go through the digestive tract, our bacteria converts them into the rare and noble ginsenosides, but it could be anywhere from 1% to 2%, 3%. Nobody knows. Maybe nothing.
Right.
Because the way this is grown, this particular HRG80 ginseng, because of the process, those rare noble ginsenosides are there in a very, very high concentration just because of the way they're grown, because of the cooking process. And so it's about 10 or 12% of the ginsenosides, but 80% of them are already converted into the rare noble ginsenosides, which has a huge effect. 7 times greater than any other form of conventional ginseng, 17 times more absorbable because they're smaller particles, smaller molecules. So that is for energy. Now this one is going to be very unique because we have taken the same powerful ginsenoside, same powerful ginseng, and we mix it with grapeseed extract, polyphenols from apple, and saffron. So this is for male sexual enhancement.
Okay.
It has a very powerful effect.
Why specifically for males as opposed to female sexual enhancement?
Well, this one is made for male because that's what the research is done on male population.
Got it, okay.
Yes. But it would be good for a woman too.
It would be, okay.
Because some people believe that because it's shaped like a man, the root is shaped like a man, they think it's a man root.
Okay, well vegetables have a way of like mimicking or telling you what it's good for, right?
But
so
for women, they can use it as well. This one I would reserve for the male, but women can use it.
Okay.
This one, you know, menopause, lots of energy, fatigue, tiredness, inability to concentrate and focus.
Oh, wow.
These are I'm really proud of what Paul and his partner Pierre-Antoine has done with these products. I mean, Paul is what I would say the administrator of the company, the manager of the company, and Pierre-Antoine is the agronomist. So it's a perfect combination to come up with herbal products that are unique. You know, our company is based on quality, based on science.
Kind of defining the science.
I mean, that's why
Cheryl
Jacob
is
likes
like,
her.
oh my God, Cheryl's amazing in terms of education. She knows everything about anything. Like, it's incredible to me. And you're all backed by science, which is why Terry Naturally is such a great company.
So we don't want anything in our line that isn't backed by science or research or quality, and we are very powerful in that way.
I love that.
And we chose ginseng as the first plant to grow with our system, because we think it's the most amazing herb out there to be a partner for humans in everyday life.
Everyday life. Well, that's a really good way to wrap up this interview because it's true.
You will feel this in 2 days, less than that.
Oh, really? So it works really fast?
Absolutely. Within 1 day, you'll feel it.
I think I'm going to try it. I'm going to have. I'm going to definitely want to try it.
We'll send you a bottle.
I want to try it and see because I think from an energy, so many people complain that they have no energy, and I think that would be and the mental clarity and all of that, which I think is fantastic.
And it's not a stimulant. So you're not going to be overstimulated.
So you're not going to get jitters or anything.
No.
It's just like a nice, even kind of like.
It's a tonic. Builds you up. Builds your resistance.
And is it one of those things that you want to take on a regular basis to kind of like, it's going to work pretty fast, but is that something like when you stop taking it, you'll feel the effects, or like does it stay in your system?
I think everybody's different. Everybody has a different response, but I think you might want to take 1 or 2.
Start with 1 probably.
No, I would start with 2 for a few days, build yourself up, and then cut it down to maybe 1 a day thereafter.
That's awesome. Well, is there anything else? We have about a minute left. Is there anything else that you'd want to say before we wrap up?
Well, I think the best thing to do is just tell people to try it and see how they can change their life.
Where's it available?
It'll be available in October. It's just coming out.
Oh,
We're just taking pre-orders of the show now.
Okay, great. So brand new product that's coming out in October, and it'll be in the health food stores across the country?
Yep, across the country.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Well, merci. I'm guessing you speak
Avec
French.
plaisir,
Mary. Oh, very well, yes.
I'm from Canada, so je parle français.
Ah, ben oui.
Yeah.
So welcome, that's awesome.
Comment allez-vous?
That I don't understand. Oh, comment allez-vous? Sorry, yes.
My French is not as good as your French.
Ça va bien, merci.
Yeah,
Awesome.
très bien.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. And we're going to be back again, I believe, at 3 o'clock with U Theory. So please stick around. And if you want to learn about collagen, join us then. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Very naturally.
Thank you very much. Thank you.